Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the importance of easy runs. Some of you have a belief, give it all or stay home. And yes, I'm also that kind of a person, but it does not work in long distance running or middle distance running. In long distance running, the first things first is increasing mileage, even if it is easy runs. And in fact, also for top marathoners or for top long distance runners, most of workouts are easy runs, or at least somehow easy. It might be moderate pace, or it might be easy to moderate pace, but most of workouts, about 90% of whole workouts are somehow easy, or at least easier than hard. It's moderate or easy to moderate. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why the easy runs are so important. So first of all, what is the most important thing in long distance event, including marathon? It's resisting against the impact of hitting ground and also producing energies with oxygen. So again, there are two types of producing energy. One is aerobic metabolism, meaning we produce energy with oxygen. And the second is anaerobic metabolism, meaning we produce energy without oxygen. And aerobic system is much more effective than anaerobic system. And in fact, it's almost as 20 times as effect. So we want to increase and improve aerobic energy system. And also, many people miss one thing is that we need to resist against the impact of hitting ground. And also, we need to keep contracting our muscles. In case we run marathon, it takes 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and sometimes 5 hours. But if you train regularly, it takes only at least 4 hours. So we need to last at least 2 hours and maximally 4 hours. And during that time, we need to keep contracting our muscles. Meaning we need to muscle power. But it's not maximal power, but the fatigue resistance. And some people say, okay, my training is effective, that's why I do not run much, but I swim or I go to the gym and do aerobic bike or maybe cross training, some cross country ski or cross trainer in the gym. But it's not as effective as easy runs because we need to resist against hitting the ground. So, first of all, we need to aerobic resistance. Aerobic resistance means very simply that we can keep running no matter how slow it is. If you cannot keep running in slow pace, then of course you cannot run fast in same distance. For example, when I was a elementary school student, at that time, maybe I was 12 years old, and I just made a decision to run 5K. I had no reason, but without any specific reasons, I just wanted to run 5K, and I wanted to know how it felt, and that was terrible. That was very tough. I got many muscle soreness in the next day. I do not remember how fast or how slow I ran, but I ran as slow as possible. I didn't want to walk, but it was very hard and I couldn't almost keep running. But I completed the 5K run, but that was very tough because I didn't have any aerobic resistance. That's why I simply couldn't run. Yeah, of course, I kept running, but that was just a jogging, and I don't know how slow it was. So in that case, of course, I cannot run fast in 5K, right? All I could do was jogging, jog 5K. That was it. In that case, of course, I cannot run in 5K. But for most of amateur runners, running 5K, 10K, it's not so complicated. And also half marathon, if you keep running regularly, and even if it's 10K, if you regularly run, maybe on the race day, you can easily complete half marathon. But finishing half marathon and running fast is completely different story. And also marathon. Marathon is very challenging because the distance is long, but it's not so difficult to keep running full marathon distance. It's not so difficult. Some people run 100K and they do not train as much as I do, but they run 100K. And I never ran 100K in my life, but they do. But their training volume is much lower than I do. So running 100K or full marathon distance is not easy, but it's not so challenging. It's not so difficult. It's actually I highly believe everybody can run full marathon unless you have some specific diseases or injuries. But running a marathon fast is not easy. And if you want to run marathon in fast pace, then you need to have strong aerobic resistance. Meaning, maybe in the beginning, you try to run as long as possible, no matter how slow it is. And then maybe you increase the pace gradually. Then you can get more aerobic resistance. And it's not only running long distance at one time, but you want to regularly run. And in long distance running, the effective training should be consistent. I never had someone reach it at the top level only 5 times a run per week. For most top athletes, train at least 10 times a week. Sometimes, it's very rare case, some athletes train only 7 times a week, but still they run almost every day. Or sometimes they train 12 times a week, but they take a day off. But their training session is 12 times a week. And in very, very radical case is sometimes they train 20 times a week and they run 300 miles a week. Sometimes they do. I don't think it's necessary, but in history, for example, Jerry Lindgren was a legend long distance runner in the USA, and he trained 300 miles a week, and it's unbelievable. But they ran 5,000 meter 13:44 in 1960s. That was pretty good at that time. Anyway, and also, so first of all, we need to have aerobic resistance in any levels. And also, secondly, if you run more than 30 minutes, even if it's slow pace, you can build your aerobic system, meaning you can produce more energy more effectively with oxygen. Our bodies learn how to produce energy with oxygen with endurance runs, which is longer than 30 minutes. And also sometimes I coach the junior high school students, and in my experience, minimally 20 minutes is enough. I don't think 20 minutes endurance runs are effective, but it's still okay. It has still some training effects, and in fact, some junior high school students run 3,000 meter 9:30 in boys and girls under 10 minutes, but their training is short, but they kept running consistently, usually twice a day. And Sunday is taking a day off. And Saturday, training only once a day. But from Monday to Friday, they train twice a day. Yeah, one session is short, but they regularly run, including easy runs. And the more easy runs you do, the easier you get in better shape. So actually, I can't tell you how effective it is, but it works. It works. I don't know in any other events. Yeah, some people have a philosophy of giving it all or stay home. But in long distance running, it does not work. So you can recover and also at the same time get in better shape with easy runs. So the simplest way to getting faster is increasing mileage with a lot of easy runs and also increasing frequency of training with a lot of easy runs. And once you have solid base, then you can increase the intensity of training, but it should come later. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye for now.